On this video, I'm gonna share with you how to run Facebook ads profitably in the year 2020 and beyond. More specifically, I'm gonna show you 5 specific things that I've learned after spending over $100,000 in Facebook ads. And more specifically, I'm gonna show you exactly how to increase your ROI while decreasing your ad spend. So stay tuned. Hey, what's up my friends? Nick, a Rapculus here. Welcome to today's video. We're gonna be talking about how to do advertising on the Facebook platform here in the year 2020 and beyond. And I wanna show you really how to make the most money with the lowest ad spend through Facebook ads, okay? Everyone and their mom is always talking about, oh, Facebook ads, the cost is going up. And yes, there's validity to that. The cost is going up because there's more and more advertisers all the time. And so that's making it more competitive and therefore more expensive. So I want to show you how to actually get the most bang for your buck so that you don't have to complain about the prices going up. You're still going to be able to make a lot of money with Facebook ads as long as you follow these 5 things that I'm going to show you here on this video. And just to show you that I am someone that is credible of this stuff, I manage a lot of different ad accounts here at our agency, and just kind of show you some back office numbers. Like this account, we spent $7 grand, this account, $6 grand, this account, $81,000, obviously our biggest one, and $3,000 and $8,000. So we have some other ones too, but just wanted to share with you all of those and show you that I actually am credible, because after spending roughly around $100,000 on Facebook ads, you start to learn some things that are working and some things that are definitely not working. Okay, so let's run through these 5 things. These are things that not too many people talk about. Most people are just like, hey, look for the best cost per click and just trivial stuff that, yes, it's important, but if you don't have these type of things down, then you are miles behind your competition. They're going to eat you alive. Okay, this is the stuff that the people that are absolutely crushing it are the stuff that people practice and the people that are dedicating themselves. Because I spent thousands of dollars learning this type of stuff from other people, and now I just want to freely give it to you guys here on YouTube, because I strongly believe in giving value and giving value to my subscribers. So many people are out there on YouTube that are just making clickbaity videos so they can get more views. I rather make videos that are actually giving value out to you guys instead of just trying to get the most amount of views. And I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous when people make these ridiculous videos that are just all about getting more and more traffic to their YouTube channel. It kind of bugs me to a certain extent. So that's why I stay away from that type of stuff. But if you respect that and you guys like that and you end up enjoying this content, make sure and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure and share this with some friends, share this with some people that can get some value out of that need help with their Facebook ads, so they can learn more about this and get a lot more success. Okay, so let's jump into this. Okay, let's dive in right now. So the first thing that you must understand, and this is, so to speak, common sense, but it's not always common practice. And that's some of the stuff that I share a lot on this channel, is that, a lot of things is common sense, but it's not always, like I said, common practice. And I want to help you understand that and help you make it common practice, not just common sense. Okay, but it has to be the funnel first. Okay, you can't just think that, oh, I'm going to run this Facebook ad, whether it's the greatest Facebook ad in the world, it's a video ad or an image ad or whatever it is, just because you have a great ad, or you think you have a great ad, or you like to have a great ad, that doesn't mean that means you're going to make a ton of money. Okay, you have to have your funnel dialed in first. Okay, it's always about the funnel. If you have a broken funnel, whatever type of funnel that is, we can kind of just go through a couple of the funnels right now, but like one that I talk a lot about is the opt-in funnel. Okay, someone just opts in and then it takes them to some type of lead magnet, and then then it can go to like a sales page, and then it can go to an order form. Okay, that's just like a basic funnel. Okay, they put their email address in, boom, they're added to the database, my fancy drawings here. They're added to the database, they're taken to the lead magnet, then the lead magnet pushes them to the sales page, and the sales page takes them to the order form, where this is the opportunity where they can purchase and therefore make money. Okay, it could be the same thing if this was like a webinar registration, this was a thank you page, this was the webinar, and this is the order form. Or, you know, a popular funnel I like running a lot is opt-in page to a video that is like a video training, and then an application page, and then get on a call to sell them. Okay, so it doesn't really matter, you know, what type of funnel that you're using. It just matters that you are using a funnel. If you don't know about this type of stuff at all, if this is foreign to you, then make sure and go watch this video. It is all about the slippery slope method and how you want to make everything congruent within this funnel, no matter which type of funnel that you are utilizing, but you want to make it very slippery. You want to make it congruent. And we talk all about that on that video. So feel free to go watch that if you have not already. But it's all about this funnel. You have to make sure that this thing is working really, really well, okay? Meaning people that are getting this page means that they're putting in their details and then they're going to this page, okay? You have to make sure that a good percentage are going here, okay? If there's a really low percentage of people that are actually taking the action on this page, then they're not gonna get to this page, and therefore there's kind of a broken link right there. Same thing for here. I mean, you might have this part optimized and it's great and you're getting a lot of people over to this page, but now the next step is obviously getting to this page, and maybe something's just not resonating. Maybe something's not congruent right here. Then people are, there's gonna be a link broken in that part of the funnel. And same thing, you know, obviously, you know, just same thing over here. Okay, there could be a broken link. So you have to make sure that everything is on point from each step. So everything's on point here, everything's on point here, everything's on point here, everything is on point here. And until you have that, it doesn't matter how good your ad is. Let's say this is your ad over here. Maybe it's an image ad or a video ad. Say that's a video. Can't draw. So, you know, obviously the ads are taking people over to these pages in some form or another, and then they're taking them down the funnel. So your funnel has to be absolutely first. And if this thing isn't on point and optimized, then it doesn't matter if you just keep spending more money. You're just running traffic to a broken funnel. That's not going to work. You have to make sure that you're putting in $1 and out comes at least, you know, $2. Hopefully, you know, maybe even $3, but at least, you know, $1. Okay, $1 has to turn into $1. Otherwise, you're kind of losing money right away. Now it depends on how good your back end. That's a whole nother topic of discussion. But if you have a huge back end where you make a ton of money after people opt in and down the road and stuff like that, yeah, you can get away with that. But I would strongly recommend that you are making sure you have some type of ROI, even if it's just you're breaking even. Like, that's what I would recommend. At minimum, you want to break even. So you're putting in $1, you're making back $1. So it always has to become the funnel first. If you don't have the funnel on point, then, you know, you're fighting an uphill battle. Okay, so funnel has to come first. Next thing is proper tracking and mindset. Okay, proper tracking and mindset. This is so huge. I learned it from one of my best mentors, and you know, there's so many people that are actually decently good at running advertising and having success with that without this type of stuff. But if they would just take this stuff up to the next level, it would just be massive differences. Okay, and it's the difference between people that are making a good amount of money on Facebook ads and people that are just making an okay amount of money on Facebook ads. Or excuse me, a good amount of Facebook ads to a great amount of money on Facebook ads, okay? It comes down to proper tracking and proper mindset. And really what I'm saying here with proper tracking and proper mindset, one, first and foremost, is the mindset, okay? You have to come in, and one of the biggest things that you have to do is take away the emotion. And I know this is so much easier said than done, but if you go in and you're like, oh, I spent $100 and I don't make that back, or I spent $200, $500 and I only make a couple $100 back, are you the type of person that starts freaking out at that? And it's understandable, because when I started, I was invested in this. I would spend like $20 and be like, oh my gosh, this is not working. Oh my gosh, I didn't generate a sale yet. I didn't generate a sale after $10. And then I started freaking out. You really have to take the emotion out of this whole process of Facebook ads in general. You have to take out the emotion. 100%, you have to take out the emotion. You have to just see it as numbers. Okay, you're looking at numbers, you're looking at CTRs, you're looking at cost per click, you're looking at cost per lead, you're looking at cost per conversion, whatever it is exactly you're tracking. You have to just look at it as numbers. Be very analytical, and you have to come in and track it on a daily basis. Okay, the thing I would strongly recommend that you do is you actually create an Excel sheet where you come in every day and you look at the amount I spent. Okay, then you look at the amount of clicks that I got, what was the CTR, what was the cost per lead, what was the cost per acquisition, whether that you're doing applications or you're selling stuff on a webinar or a VSL or whatever. You just have to look at the numbers, look how much you're spending versus how much you're making, and you have to do that for a good few days at least. And you have to look at it analytically, objectively, instead of looking at it, oh my gosh, I just spent a few bucks. I spent like $50 a day for 4 days, spent $200, and then all of a sudden it's just not the result that I wanted. Well, okay, that's okay, but we have to take out the emotion of it and just stay analytical, look at this stuff, and just make clear-headed decisions from that point on instead of getting all freaked out about it. Okay, and what I strongly recommend is you use your own tracking. Okay, when I say proper tracking, use your own tracking, because Facebook's data it's good, but it's not always the best outside of Facebook. Okay, you have to understand that, and that's why I recommend that you use other softwares to help you do some tracking. Okay, so you know actually exactly what you are. Like, Facebook will tell you exactly what you're spending, that's for sure, but they don't always tell you how many leads you got and the stuff, actions that are taking on your actual websites, on your funnel. Okay, so you want to have proper tracking. I use a software called Clickmagick. It works pretty well right now, but just the whole idea is that you want to be using some type of external third-party tracking that is tracking stuff on your website, because Facebook doesn't always do the best job of that. Okay, so understand, funnel first, proper tracking mindset, take the emotion out, be analytical, be objective, just look at the numbers as numbers, not as I'm spending a bunch of money and I have to make this return on my investment. Okay, so that's number 2. Always looking to beat yourself. Okay, and we talked about, just on this right here, the proper tracking, but we think, when I started, I'll tell you this quick story here. When I started, I would spend all this time on this ad. I would make it just so great, and I thought it was just amazing. And I just, put all the influence triggers in and made sure that, it looked very fun and engaging, and just, I thought it was going to be work. It was going to work absolutely great. And it certainly could. Some of my ads worked decent at the beginning, some didn't. But the thing that you always have to do is you always have to be looking to beat your ad, beat yourself. Okay, don't look at your other competition, don't look at that, but always looking to beat yourself. Okay, so to draw this out a little bit, let me open this up. So let's say we create ad 1, ad 2, ad 3. Okay, and basically, just like we talked about here, is we want to look at the tracking. Okay, that's all we want to look at. And these, I would say these even kind of go hand in hand, these proper tracking and always looking to beat yourself, is that you don't want to just create one ad, because that's what I did in the beginning. I would just create one ad and then, I'd do it, and I had no reference on whether this was working really well or really not well, or what's really going on. So you want to create multiple ads, and you want to constantly be beating yourself. So one of the stats that we are always looking at, because this has a big determining factor on the rest of the results that we're going to get, is the CTR. Okay, CTR. Okay, and basically what that is, the click-through rate, meaning all these ads, depending how much money you're spending on these ads, it's going to get a decent amount of impressions, which basically means that people are seeing the ad. Okay, now what we are looking at is the CTR, because we know people are coming to look at this ad. There's going to be a bunch of people that are coming, and it's going to be shown to all these people. But how many people are actually clicking on that link to go down the funnel, right? How many people are actually clicking on that? And the more people that see the ad and then therefore click on the ad to go down to the funnel, same over here and here, will mean that it has a higher CTR. So if more people click on this ad, it'll have a higher CTR. So let's just say, for example purposes, this is accurate description on what kind of CTRs you can get, but let's just say this has a 1% CTR just to make this real simple. This has a 2%, and this has a 3%. Okay, so what's happening is that Facebook is monitoring this, and they're like, oh, well, only 1% of the people that saw this ad are clicking on it. 2% of these people are seeing the ad that are clicking on it, and 3% of the people that saw this ad are clicking on it. Therefore, what's happening within Facebook's eyes is they're saying this ad right here is making a more quality user experience. It's making a friendly experience to the people on Facebook because they're seeing content that they enjoy and they're actually clicking on. So Facebook deems that as, oh, that's something that people really like, and we want to show more of that type of content to people. And therefore, they're going to make you pay less for the interaction, for the clicks, for the impressions on this ad because they know that people are really enjoying it. So what you want to do, the whole reason I share that whole thing with you, is that you want to be constantly going after the CTR, the highest CTR, and you wouldn't know what's going to be the highest CTR unless you're constantly trying to beat yourself, unless you're constantly trying to outbeat your current ads. So yes, you might have a 3 CTR, and again, that's pretty damn high if you're asking me. We don't usually get that high of CTRs, but I'm just saying, like, you want to go after the highest CTR. So let's just say, for example, you did get a 3% CTR and the other ones were 1 or 2. Now what you want to do is you want to create basically a 4th ad, and you want to be shooting for a 4% CTR. Okay, just arbitrarily speaking. And then let's say you did get a 4% CTR. Now you want to create another ad, and your goal would be to get a 5% CTR. But let's say you created this one and then it went back, you only got a 2% CTR on this one. You'd shut down that one and you just create another one. I know this is getting messy at this point, but you want to keep on trying to outbeat yourself. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4, and this might be one of the biggest things that I can recommend to you that so many people are dropping the ball on. Okay, so let's open up another one of these guys, and just like we talked about with our funnel. Okay, opt-in page, thank you page, webinar page, order form page, or whatever, money page, where you're actually gonna make money. Okay, so the whole idea, and again, we talk about the slippery slope method and how it like helps you get down the funnel, right? Because that's ultimately what you want to do. You want people to get down the funnel. Okay. One other thing I was going to tell you also, when in terms of looking to beat yourself, if you are not familiar with any of our ad type structures that I have talked about on this channel, you can check out this video right here. And I talked about a advertising script that's working really well. We've used it on YouTube, but it also works really well on Facebook. So feel free to go check that out. It's you can click the little thing in the top right corner, or there'll be a link down in the video description, but I wanted to let you know on that. So constantly nudging down the funnel. So let's come back to this page right here. And the whole idea of collecting an email address is because we want to nudge them down the funnel, and we want to get them eventually right here. Okay, we want to get them right there. So we use email to do that because people opt in, they go to the thank you page, webinar page, or whatever, whatever type of funnel you're running. And then, a certain percentage of people are going to get to this page, and then a smaller percentage are going to get to this page, and then a smaller percentage are going to get to this page. So what we do through email is that we email them back to the pages, whether that's thank you page or the webinar page or the actual order form page. Okay, so we're sending out emails that are constantly nudging them down the funnel. Okay, that's email. That's great. That's awesome. But email is just one way to follow up with people, and it's becoming less and less effective. So we want to use all the means and modalities that we have to actually push people down the funnel, nudge them down the funnel. And one of the best things that I can recommend is retargeting. Okay, retargeting. And so basically it is the same type of deal where we have some type of follow-up mechanism that pushes them down the funnel, but it's all done on Facebook ads, or whatever type of network that you're using, but obviously this video is about Facebook ads. So what you want to do is you want to set up pixels on every one of these pages. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Even this one, you'd ideally want to put it on the thank you page after they purchase as well. That's actually a huge one that you want to do. You want to put these pixels on each and every page. Now, if you're not familiar with Facebook pixels, let me share with you them a little bit right now, but you can also go watch this video where I talk a little bit more about pixels as well. Okay, but let's come down here, and I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, so this is one of my accounts. So you want to come to the events manager, and then what you come down here, you're inside data sources, and this is your pixel. Okay, so you want to put your pixel right here, and then you would just come in here and do setup, and then you would install pixel, and it'll give you the code. And then what you want to do is you want to come in and place your code. I put it on the header of each one of my pages, but I put that in, it's not very complicated, especially if you're using Clickfunnels or Leadpages or something. You can put it just in the head tracker, and it's pretty simple. I'm not too savvy on that type of stuff. I just know that's how it works. So you want to put it on this page, this page, this page, this page, and this page, and any other page that you have on your funnel. And then basically what you want to do is come back over here. That's not it. And then you want to come down and do custom conversions. Now, I know a lot of other people, they do different ways on how to do it. I just have personally always done custom conversions. So then, that's how I know how to do it. So I'm just showing you how I do it. I know there's different ways on how to do it, but so you want to create a custom conversion for every time they get to a new stage of the funnel. So here's where you'd want to put, the second page of your funnel or the third page of your funnel. So that signifies to Facebook that they're actually getting to that point of the funnel. And the next part is you want to actually come back into audiences. We'll come in here, I believe this is it. So you want to create an audience, custom audience, and then you want to do website. And basically what you want to do here is you want to do include website visitors or people who, you want to do people that went to specific pages, but you also want to exclude people. So you'd want to put here people that visited this page, but not this page, and you do specific visitors. So here's where you'd want to put have visited page 1 of the funnel, but not page 2. And then you want to create another audience of people that went to step 2, but not step 3, and so on and so forth, all the way down the funnel. Because what's happening is what you want to do is like I said, you want to keep on nudging them down the funnel. So what you can do is you can set up new ads. So let's say these are the initial ads right here that are sending people down here. Okay. But since we set it up inside Facebook, we tracked all the people that hit this page, but not this page. So then we'd want to set up a new ad that says, hey, why didn't you get to this page? Make sure and go to this page again and then opt in. Boom. And then same thing for this. They've seen this page, but they haven't gotten to this page. So you set up another ad and being like, hey, why didn't you get to this page? Boom. Set up another ad, sends them here, and then tells them to go right here. Same thing here. Boom. Set up an ad, says, hey, I saw you check this out, but why didn't you do this? Why didn't you get to the order form? Boom, right here. And then of course, you send an ad. This is a big one, is say, hey, I saw you checked out the offer. I saw you that you were interested in purchasing. Go back here and then actually purchase. So you're constantly nudging them down the funnel with new ads. Yes, you want to be sending them with emails, boom, 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 but you also want to be utilizing retargeting, and you want to constantly be nudging them down the funnel. Okay, I know that got a little crazy and complex, but it's important. Now, the last one, number 5, warm traffic first. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the funnel, okay? And the only way that you can really know if your funnel is going to work is, one, you use organic traffic, warm organic traffic, your own traffic, maybe even affiliate traffic, or just any type of warm traffic that you have, okay? And that's how you can really test your funnel first. But the thing that I really want you to understand is use warm traffic first, because if your stuff does not convert on warm traffic, there's no way in hell that it's going to convert on colder traffic. So the thing that I'm going to show you here in a second, but one, I would do website visitors, people that have already visited your website, or people that have interacted with your socials. So like people that are following you on Instagram or following you on Facebook, you want to use those people first. People that have watched your videos, or people who have engaged with you in some route. Okay, so that's kind of like step one. And then step two is go for look alike audiences. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly what all that is about right here. Okay, so let's come back into audiences, and here we want to click on create custom audience, and then this is what I'm talking about. So if you already have website traffic, then you can advertise to those people, and you can, obviously, like we just showed you, people who visited specific pages. Okay, if you already have a bunch of stuff, you already have a bunch of traffic from, say, your YouTube channel or something, you can set a pixel on those specific pages, and then you can get a bunch of people on that list and then start advertising to those people. Okay, that's for website traffic. The other thing that you can do, and I didn't even mention this over here, is email list. Just put an email list. Okay, and this is really powerful. You actually definitely want to use this, but it's called customer list. So whether you have a bunch of customers already, or you have just a basic email list, maybe you have been building that up, so you have an email list, and then you can upload your email list into here, and then you can advertise specifically to those people. And it's very powerful for lookalikes, and I'll show you what that is here in a second as well. But here also, if they interacted with your Instagram profile, if they interacted with your Facebook page, like that's a warmer audience than just a regular cold audience. And then also here, a video is that you can click any of your videos that have watched, any of the people that have watched 25% of your video, 50% of your video, 75, 95% of your video. And those are people that are warmer, that have no idea, that know about you. Okay. And then, so once we have, you want to advertise to those people and start running your ads, start testing a bunch of stuff, start trying to beat yourself with that type of stuff. And then if your funnel is converting and you're actually making money and you're getting a good ad spend, or you're getting a good ROI on your ad spend, then you would want to go to the next stage, which is lookalike audiences. And basically you can create a lookalike audience off of any of this stuff: website visitors, social media engagement, videos, email lists. And this is very, very powerful. I would say probably the best thing is to get if you have a customer list, then create a lookalike of that, but you can create a lookalike of any of these. And then from there, you're just constantly testing which audience is going to work the best. So let's come in here, and that's not what I want. So here you create an audience, and then you would do a lookalike audience. And so here you would pick your initial source. So I have a bunch of, or here's my pixel. That's not what I want. Let's come off of here. So what I would do is people, let's say, I have a bigger list. Let's say, so this was prime example right here, email list. I have my VIP email list. So I go here, and then what I want to do is create here and then create a lookalike. And then it's going to be people that are very similar to people that are on my VIP email list. Location, I usually go with the United States. Pick that. What's going on there? All right. And then what I usually do is the 1%, because that's going to be the most targeted audience. You create an audience, boom, you're all set to go. Oh, I already created that, so that's why it's not letting me. But that's what you would do no matter what you're doing, whether that is your video list, your video audience list, your website visitors, your email list, your any of that type of stuff. So that is the rundown, guys. Let's just briefly recap. It's all about your funnel first. Make sure that you're making money on your funnel and it's optimized before you start throwing a bunch of money into your ads. Proper tracking and mindset. Always take emotion out. Always just looking at the numbers analytically. Third, always try to look to beat yourself. Always test a bunch of different ads, because you never know what's going to work, and always be going for the best CTR and the best numbers and try and beat that every single time. Okay. Then fourth, you want to be constantly nudging them down the funnel, because that's what's really going to give you the most bang for your buck. If you're just constantly trying to fill the top of the funnel and not trying to constantly get them down the funnel continuously, throughout the funnel, then you're just going to be spending a whole lot of money on the thing that is just the top of the funnel. The bottom of the funnel is where you want to get people, so you want to put the most attention on the bottom of the funnel. Okay, and then warm traffic first. Once you have warm traffic, you tested some website visitors, some social media, videos, email lists, then you want to convert that stuff into lookalikes, and that's when you can really start scaling up. So hopefully that made a whole lot of sense, guys. Hopefully I give you a lot of information that not too many people share with you, and you can go out there and really crush it. Okay, guys, so go out there, go implement this stuff. Let us know what you got out of this video. Let me know if this made sense, and share this with some people. Okay, guys, share this with your friends, some people that need to know about Facebook ads and what really works. Make sure and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And yeah, have a great Christmas, guys. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.